उदय सविता रक्तो रक्तश्चास्तमनेतु संपत्तौ च विपत्तौ च महतामेकरूपता. Hello friends, today we'll see moment of inertia for L section. This is a given L section, dimension 10 by 125 and at the bottom it is 85 by 10. So just bifurcate the given figure into number of simple figures just as first rectangle and this is the second rectangle. So dimensions for first rectangle will become 10 by 125 and for the bottommost rectangle it becomes 85 minus 10. So it becomes 75 by 10. First of all, we'll calculate concerned areas. Area for this first rectangle will become 10 into 125, it is 1250 mm square. Area for second rectangle will become 75 comma 10. 75 into 10, so it becomes 750 mm square. Then we'll calculate x bar and y bar. Before calculating x bar and y bar, we have to locate concerned x1 and y1 and x2, y2 of these individual figures. So x1 and y1 becomes it is located, the centroid for this rectangle is located half of 10. So it becomes 5 and it is half of 125. So it becomes 62.5. For this rectangle it is 10, it is half of 75, but we want with respect to this y-axis. That's why 10 plus half of 75. So it becomes 10 plus half of 75 and this y bar will obviously half of 10. So it becomes 5. So x2 comma y2 coordinates will becomes 47.5 comma 5. Calculate x bar and y bar. What is the formula to calculate x bar? This a1x1 plus a2x2 divided by a1 plus a2. Just put these values x1 and x2 coordinates from concern this. Okay. So after putting the value, we are getting the x bar as 21.94. Similarly, we can calculate y bar. The formula to calculate y bar is a1 y1 plus a2 y2 divided by a1 plus a2. So put concerned values y1 and y2. We are concerned about this 62.5 and this is 5. So 62.5 and 5. These are the values for y1 and y2. Put all the values and calculate y bar. It becomes 40.94. So x bar and y bar, these are the centroids of whole L section. Then we'll calculate Ixx. The formula to calculate Ixx is this Ig1 plus A1H1 square plus Ig2 plus A2H2 square. Since this is a rectangle, Ig stands for BD cube by 12. Suppose it is a circular section, then Ig replaces by pi d raised to 4 divided by 64. Suppose this is a triangular section, then the difference into this formula will become BH cube divided by 36. So since this is a rectangular section, it is BD cube by 12. But what is the difference for Ixx and Iyy? For Ixx, it is BD cube by 12 and for Iyy, it is B cube D divided by 12. Okay. The cube is vice versa plus area into h1 square. But what is h1? For calculating this h1, we have formula y minus y1 and calculation for h2, it is y minus y2. So y is the coordinates of the whole centroidal figure and y1 is the coordinate for first rectangle. So these are the calculations minus 21.56. After its square, this value becomes plus. Here it is. So though it is minus, it's okay. After calculation of h1 and h2, put all the values in Ixx, BD cube divided by 12 plus area of first rectangle into h1 square. Same for rectangle second, BD cube by 12 plus area into concerned h2 square. After calculation, it is 3.18 into 10 to 6 mm raised to 4. Similarly, we can calculate Iyy. As I told, it is reversed. In case of Ixx, it is BD cube by 12. But in case of Iyy, it is B cube D divided by 12. Okay. Plus A1H1 square plus B2 cube into D2 divided by 12 plus A2 into H2 square. So as far as we concern, H1 is the difference of x minus x1. And for that of H2, it is difference between x and x2. So put these values and calculate H1 and H2. And after putting into the formula Iyy, we have this expression Iyy is equal to 10 cube into 125 divided by 12 plus area of that particular rectangle into h1 square plus 75 cube into 10 divided by 12 plus area of that particular rectangle into h2 square. So after calculation, the value becomes 1.2 into 10 raised to 6 mm raised to 4. Obviously, the unit for moment of inertia is mm raised to 4. Then polar moment of inertia is also asked into the numerical. It is summation of Ixx and Iyy. Tell me the value of Izz, Ixx plus Iyy. What is this expression? 4.39 into 10 raised to 6 mm raised to 4. Okay, that's it. Thank you.